How has Alita Battle Angel's military training shaped her fighting skills? Hello, I'm Wayne Villeneuve, 4th degree black belt in Kenpo Karate, also known as Chuan Fa Tong Chao, 1st degree black belt in Taekwondo, and a certified Tai Chi Chuan instructor. I'll be your host as we explore how Alita Battle Angel's military training has shaped her fighting skills. In the movie, Alita is a berserker, the most advanced cyborg weapon ever created. She was in the United Republics of Mars, or ERM, Military Special Operations, where she achieved the rank of High Warrior. Alita was also Kammergruppe in the Mauser School of Panzer Kunst. But before we review Alita's ERM military training and her combat skill, this is what we'll be covering in this video. Panzer Kunst and Alita's martial arts skill. Zero gravity training, battle on the moon, discipline and use of firearms, plasma weapon and Damascus blade. Let's take a look at Alita's Panzer Kunst and martial arts skills. First, we'll analyze how Panzer Kunst enables Alita to defend herself against a single armed attacker, Zapan. After Zapan grabs Alita's shoulder, she grabs his throat and uses his arm as leverage to smash his head against a table. This technique is similar to one of the Kenpo Karate grab art defenses. Many martial arts styles have similar techniques. After Zapan swings the Damascus blade wildly at Alita, she spins him around, punches him in the midsection as a distraction, then disarms him. Alita then finishes Zapan off with an open palm strike to the nose and a front kick that sends him 25 feet across the Kansas bar floor. Next, Alita takes on 3 cyborgs in an Iron City alley. She begins by executing a flying sidekick on Romo, then finishes him off with an 11-punch ground and pound attack. After vanquishing Romo, Alita is attacked by Nisiana, armed with 2 blade weapons mounted on her arms. Even though Nisiana appears to have the tactical advantage at the beginning of the attack, Alita keeps her head, evades Nisiana's attacks, and counters with an improvised lying sidekick from the ground, sending Nisiana against a wall. Then, Alita executes an improvised double flying sidekick that decapitates Nisiana. Alita then turns her attention to Gruishka. After evading 2 punches from the larger cyborg, she leaps from an elevated position from a high wall and cleaves off Gruishka's arm with an axe kick, then attacks him with Ido's rocket hammer, forcing him to retreat. Panzer Kunst is an extremely effective fighting style against larger opponents. Panzer Kunst also trains Kunstlers how to fight in zero gravity. Here we see Alita in a sparring session with Gelda, her licensed master sensei. Both are armed with a staff called a bow. Notice how both are in control of their bodies in the zero-G chamber. Zero-G training helps Kunstlers in combat even in low-gravity environments like the moon. Next, Alita executes 4 techniques: a modified double wheel kick, then a hip throw, a front kick, and a double side kick with 1 foot to the midsection and the other to the knee. While Alita was in the ERM military, she learned discipline under fire and the use of firearms. During the Great War, the Fall, Gelda's and Alita's squad ascends the supply tube to Zalem. After a defense ring takes out several ERM berserkers, the rest of the squad does not flee, but begins firing at the ring from prone and kneeling positions. Even as the defense ring bears down on them, the squad holds their positions and continues firing. We also see Alita firing a plasma rifle at the ring. This requires great courage and discipline to continue firing and not run. Eventually, Alita is rescued by Gelda and ordered to finish the mission and destroy Zalem. Next, we see Alita remove a Gatling gun from a Centurion and fire it at a deckman. Alita has intimate knowledge of firearms. The next segment is right out of Panzer Kunst. Her arc plasma weapon is her own personal style that cannot be taught to other berserkers. Next, Alita attacks the Centurions even though they fire their weapons at her at a high rate. This is another example of the discipline she learned while in the ERM military. She also instinctively uses her plasma weapon with the Damascus blade to take out Gruishka within 10 seconds. Her fighting skill and combat knowledge are truly second to none. We should remember the character Alita was in an elite Martian military unit. She is a berserker, the most advanced cyborg weapon ever created. Although her military training and fighting skills are based on the movie, it is obvious the character Alita would be a formidable opponent for any enemy if the future produces cyborgs like her. The actor who played Alita, Rosa Salazar, trained hard, and this was essential to make the techniques authentic. I hope you enjoyed this brief look at Alita Battle Angel's military training and fighting skills. I'm your host, Wayne Villeneuve. Thank you for watching. And film those sequels, baby!